What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another edition of BKNY Hoops. If you're new to the channel, I'm your host, as always, Rashid White. All right, let's not waste any time because I don't have a bunch today. Let's get into this. You see the graphics, you see the actual title of the show, The Blind Leading the Blind. Dennis Schroder believes that Nets Cam Thomas is a max player, and Dennis Schroder is really seriously smoking something. Listen, I get it. You want to look out for Cam Thomas, man, but again, we have to be pragmatic. We have to be real. I like Cam Thomas. I don't know him personally. I'm not hating or anything like that. People think, yo, BK, you be hating. And, no, I'm not hating, man. I'm being real, man. I mean, I'm being let's get into the actual article of the show here. Let's see. Let's get this up here. All right. Hold on. All right. And you guys see it here. Michael Scotto. This actually comes from Hoops Hypes. Dennis Schroder and Cam Thomas. That's a max player right there. Thomas, a most improved player of the year candidate and a leading scorer of the Brooklyn Nets, will be eligible for a rookie contract extension this offseason. Me personally, I really don't think next season they're going to really give him anything, right? I just don't see it. Add remove details. What the hell is this shit here, man? Where was the actual video of Dennis Schroder talking, man? All right, but we got to compare him, right, to other players around the actual league there. And let's see. He is classified as a shooting guard, and he's one-dimensional, right? So meaning that the only thing he can play right now on guard right now, and he can't even guard those guys, are shooting guards. Now, what you want to look for when you're actually building a team is guys that can guard, let's say, the 1, the 2, or the 3, or the 2, the 3, or the 4, and vice versa there, man. So he's very limited when it comes to that defensively, and that's just really like my main knock on Cam Thomas is the actual defense in itself, and the what was it? His size, right? The average NBA height is 6'6", right? So 6'6", 6'7". And we're gonna wait. Where was it? Oh, why didn't it show up over here, man? What the hell? Hold on 1 second here, man. 1 second. We're gonna look at him. We're gonna compare him to your top shooting guards in the league, right? And you can see they have guys like Jordan Poole, Anthony Edwards, Donovan Mitchell. They have Derek White, Derek White ahead of him, right? He's like the top, like all these guys play offense and defense. Derek White is one of the top shot blocking guards in the NBA. I guess Anthony Simons, right? But again, like you got to look at like he's more dynamic, he's more athletic, right? Jalen Green plays defense. So let's see who they got over here. Top shooting guards for 2026. You got to look at Jalen Brown. Let's start at number 1. Let's see where they actually rank Cam Thomas at. And let's see here. And we also, to me, he's not a shooting guard when you actually look at the comparisons to today's players right there. So Ant-Man, Donovan Mitchell, Jalen Williams, Jalen Brown, Devin Booker, right? Tyler Hero. Tyler Hero's definitely way better than Cam Thomas. Averages more assists, rebounds, plays better defense. Amen Thompson, right? Now Cam Thomas shoots better than Amen Thompson, but like in terms of like length, right? Athleticism, defense. I mean, Cam Thomas doesn't really give you any of that what Amen Thompson gives you. And right now, Amen Thompson, his shooting is like really streaky, but over the next couple of years, if he puts in the work, it seems like he's doing that. I mean, yeah, we again, like I said, all I do is I just look at these players right here: Josh Hart, Austin Reeves. Now, I think Cam Thomas is a better player than Austin Reeves, but like in terms of what the general managers see, right? They see him. He has more value. He averages 5.8 assists. Even like in terms of being a better defender, like 1.1 steals. So the assist numbers and the rebound numbers are actually better than Cam Thomas. It's not just one thing. It's scoring. This is what Dennis Schroder doesn't really understand over here. I don't, or he does, but I guess he's just trying to vouch for him. Zach LaVine, again, just a bigger, much more physical guy, can guard multiple positions, right? Not to say he's going to lock anybody down, but in terms of like disrupting guys, forcing them to second, third options, I mean, Zach LaVine would be definitely better than Cam Thomas. Desmond Bain, right? Better like fit in terms of being able to play on and off the basketball. Cam Thomas, we haven't seen him be able to really kind of play off the basketball like that, but Desmond Bain can. So there's value there. It's not about, like, for the most part, who is actually better. It's actually who gives more value to a team, right? Because there's only one basketball. And right now, Daniel, I like him right here, man. Daniel, yeah, definitely. Jalen Green, right? Definitely leaps ahead of Cam Thomas because, again, puts more pressure on the rim, right? Put more pressure on the defense with his speed, his athleticism, and his three-point shooting, and he could play passing lanes, So again, he's small. He's small too, That's why I mean, this is why Jalen Green is really at number 14 because of his size. He's like 6'4", $185. So CJ McCollum, yeah. Well, if in terms of skills, yeah, again, more rebounds, more assists. Anthony Simons, more athletic. And again, right now we see these are what the top shooting guards are actually doing. They're averaging like 4.5 assists to 6 point something assists per game, man. And Cam Thomas hasn't shown that he can actually really do that on a consistent basis, right? So he hasn't. That's the thing. We just haven't seen it. This is the problem with Cam Thomas. Christian Braun, what's his numbers over here? 5.2 rebounds a game. The assist numbers are about the same, but they're not asking Christian Braun to really kind of like handle the basketball like that. So Aaron Wiggins, again, that just way more athletic, much better defender than a Cam Thomas. So let's go into the point guards right there, because this is where I feel that Cam Thomas really should be at as a point guard, right? I just think he's too small to actually play the two position, So let me see. So I just want to show you guys why Cam Thomas is not really getting the money that he's actually really looking for, man. It's nothing personal. It's the top point guards. And look, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Luka Doncic, Stephen Curry, Jalen Brunson, Ja Morant, Trae Young, Tyrese Halliburton led his team to the finals. Cade Cunningham, right? Cade Cunningham plays both ends. He plays defense. He blocks shots. LaMelo Ball, De'Aaron Fox, Tyrese Maxey, Jamal Murray won a chip. Darius Garland, definitely puts more pressure on the rim. So yeah, man. I mean, that's really the problem I see with Cam Thomas. Let me get the link in the description for you guys here. Jonathan, try to come on because I'm gonna try to get some sleep tonight, man. And I'm gonna get the link in the description for Jonathan here. Let me read these comments while Jonathan gets up in here. I know he's eager to get on here, man. Yeah, it is a funny thumbnail, man. I had to put that there, man, because there's a lot of delusion going on. So yeah, and I predict, right, if Cam Thomas will take the qualifying offer, there's no team out there that's going to pay him $30-something million a season. There's this. I'm just trying to think of a team. Like I said, I'm trying to think of teams around the league that he can go to and say, hey, he's going to be the number one option. All right, let me get Jonathan up in here, man. Yo, Jonathan, what's going on, man?
Hey, BK. Listen, it's just frustrating that this situation has become so dramatic because at the end of the day, and put up my second comment that I put on the show, because this is kind of like the real facts of truth about Cam Thomas. Let me read it. Cam Thomas' biggest weakness is stopping him from being a number one or number two option. He's not tall. He doesn't play great defense, and he's not athletic. He's between a number 3 option or 6 man. That is literally the hard facts of truth about Cam Thomas' game. I know the Cam fans think he's on a special level, but at the end of the day, we live in a prove it world, and Cam Thomas has not had the consistency or the health to prove for 4 years. I feel bad for the situation he's found himself in with the Brooklyn organization, how they treat him. But at the end of the day, he's not getting $30 million from any NBA team. He's not even getting it from EuroLeague at this point. And Dennis Schroder, how ironic, he's the one giving max value advice. Dude, you got a fair contract from the Lakers. You thought you were worth $50 million. And your ass almost got kicked out the league. So I'm not really going to Dennis for contract advice, if you ask me, BK.
Well,
So
that's why I put blind leading the blind.
yeah, exactly. Blindly the blind. But listen, I have no problem how people feel about Cam Thomas. But at the end of the day, he has to prove he can do it for a full year as far as being consistent goes, as far as being healthy goes, and working on his playmaking, rebounding, and giving some type of effort on defense. He can't just be a guy that can score. The league is evolving and changing before our eyes. They want positionless guys. He is a scoring guard that wants $30 to $40 million. I mean, BK, that is outrageous. And I've defended Cam during the past few weeks with all this stuff. But after tonight, listen, some people don't look at the facts about Cam's game. It's like you can't live in the delusions of grandeur about what he could be. It's what he is right now. He needs to work on his game and be healthy. We're not trying to be bullies with Cam's game. It's just he has to show it for a full season. He hasn't done that for 4 years, and nobody's going to throw him a bag unless he's proven he could be a number 1 option. He right now is between a 3rd or 6th man, and that's just the hard facts of life with his game. Everybody wants to argue they can, but you can't argue the fact that he has not proven himself yet to be that guy.
All right, let me let Gary go. Go ahead, Gary.
Well, you guys, he's being a
He
good
hit the
friend.
hammer on the nail, pretty much, right?
Yeah.
We're talking about Schroder. He's just being a good friend. I would say the same thing about my boy. You have a friend who's a complete scumbag. He's talking to a girl. The girl's like, "Hey, is he a good guy?" Yeah, he's the best. He's the best dude I know. You should definitely get with him, right? What do you expect Schroder to do? Be like, nah, he's a $15 million a year guy. Of course, Schroder's going to say that. I want my boys to say the same thing about me, and I would say that about them.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me ask you guys something, man. This is homegrown talent. We have to pay the man, right? I'm playing devil's advocate.
Yeah, they gave him $14 million. Take it and prove it. If you want to take the qualifying offer, you're probably not going to get much else from a team like the Wizards or the Lakers in a year. So, Cam, your options are very limited. Take the money and prove it. Nobody's magically going to give him the money he wants or give him the opportunity he wants. He's got to earn it.
It's a really bad contract, but right now it's the only contract available to him. And it's 2 years. Next year is not looking much better in terms of free agency. It's right. Them or Washington has cap space. They drafted Trey Johnson, talk about Washington, who fills the exact same space as Cam Thomas, except he's 6'6", not 6'3". So he's organically going to have more value than Cam Thomas. So it's just going to be the Nets again next year. You're only 22, right? He's 22?
23.
23.
He's 23. Go play. I know the contract sucks. Suck it up, and try to get your $30 million a year, whatever you want, 2 years from now, because it ain't out there right now. I mean, look, I don't think he wants to be a part of the Nets. That's why he came back and said $40 million. He wanted $40 million. Obviously, he's not getting $40 million. We all know that. That's ridiculous.
Yep.
So. But that's him. To me, that's him saying, I don't want to be here. But if you give me $40 million, I'll stay.
Yeah. Not even EuroLeague would give him that money. I think they'd be happy to have him, but now the EuroLeague team is desperate for Cam Thomas right now at this point. At the end of the day, like you said, Gary, and if the Nets are going to trade him, which this would always felt like, he was eventually going to sign something. They'll trade him a year or two down the line if they feel like there's a star out there or they hit well in the draft. Well, right now the draft process ain't going so hot. So let's say 2026, he took this 1 year contract, maybe he takes up that second option. We can theoretically trade him with a Porter or Claxton to get a star player. He gets to go somewhere else and try to get that $30 million from anybody else. But that's what it always felt like. It felt like Cam and this organization were never on the same page. Cam thinks he's here. This organization's been down there. There's never been any meat in the middle whatsoever. So I hope if there is going to be a divorce, let it be soon, because we're in September, a week and a half away from September. If this goes into September with no deal done, There's got to be a divorce. I mean,
again,
Gary, how awkward would it be for him to take the $6 million qualifying offer if a rate guy sold to say, "Hey, Cam, you happy to be here?" Come on.
No, so, I think there's a pretty good chance he takes the qualifying offer, which is why I think the Nets should just come to an agreement with him, or just be done with him.
Right.
Honestly, be done with him. Just look, if they don't value him at all, they're trying to pay him less than they're paying Terrence Mann. I just want you to put that in perspective. Terrence Mann's a guy that averages 8 points a game for his career.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, about 9 points a game. Yeah.
9 points a game for his career, right? So they obviously don't want him. They're letting him know they don't want him, and he's returning the favor. I don't want to be here. He could really stick it to them by signing that qualifying offer. Now, I think it would be stupid if he did, because he's taking $6 million instead of 14, and that's a lot less. So he should take the deal, I guess, but he's not gonna. It's an ego thing. He's not gonna take it. I don't blame him, but I would sit him down if I'm his agent. I'm like, look, there's no good contract out there. This is the best bad contract you can get. Just take it. There's not going to be anything better. Not this year and not next year.
No, and next year, better players come out. You got AJ DeBosta coming out. You have Darren Peterson coming out. You have Cameron Boozer. I think it's
Nate Amai, Tunde Yasafu. I don't know if you guys talked about Tunde Yasafu. That guy looks like Ant-Man Jr. I mean, you look at the shot, if you've seen some of his film, he looks just like the next year's draft on wings looks freaking phenomenal. Might be one of the best drafts of wing players we've seen in a long damn time.
To say, and I predicted this about a year ago, that Cam Thomas doesn't really make it to a second NBA contract. He could be like an Alani Walker type of situation, because no other general managers around the league value him, man. I mean, there's nobody trading for him.
That's insane. Buddy Hield has gotten how many contracts? How is Buddy Hield?
The value, not who's better, the value that he actually brings to the team.
How is Buddy Hield, who's a one-dimensional player, just like Cam Thomas, how is Buddy Hield more valuable?
His 3-point shots are really good.
He knows his role, right? He knows his role, right? He'll play his role, and he's not asking to be more than what he like. Right. He's not asking to be the next Ant-Man or anything like that. He fits a role, and Cam Thomas can't do that.
No, BK hit it on the head. The guy knows his role. And that's what some of these players are going to have to realize in the CBA. Yes, you guys may want to be the third or fourth option, or hell, a fifth option on any good team. But on most teams, you're probably the sixth or seventh guy, just because there's not enough money to go around. The stars are eventually going to get 60 to 70 now. Shea eventually $80 million for a salary. Like, these guys have to realize at a certain point, I don't care how old you think you are, if you're not playing at a star level, you got to eventually look at your realistic options. I think Cam could be a great sixth man on any team, but nobody's going to give him that third option unless they just don't have no stars or they're rebuilding young. Like, Cam is just at that point where you got to take what's in front of you. You cannot be demanding $40-50 million contracts. You have not proven nothing in the NBA.
He doesn't want to be here, John. John, he doesn't want to be here. That's obvious. He doesn't want to be on the Brooklyn Nets. That's clear.
If that's the case,
has wanted to be here.
If that's the case, Gary, Sean and Joe got to grow a set, get him out of here, and get what you can. I would do the Cam for Kyle Kuzma in a heartbeat, because at least I know I'm getting a max contract in 2 years. If I'm trading Cam for anything else right now, I'm getting a second-round pick or a protected pick, no less. I'm not getting anything of value for Cam, especially with his attitude being the way it is. Like, not a lot of people want to take on a guy that's not committed to doing the best role he can for that team. He wants to be the main guy. Other teams like, no. That's why his trade market's so bad right now.
What do you think his role is? He can do three things. He can score, and score. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't. What is his role? Like, there's no other role. There's only.
But like, I think a lot of teams around the league doesn't really have a problem putting up points on the board, man. What's the average around the league? Like 105, 106 points a game. They need you to stop other teams from really scoring, man. Most of the teams around the league can score.
That's not what he does. Like, you can watch that. I always use this analogy. If you want a girl who doesn't dress like a hoe, go find a girl that doesn't dress like a hoe. Don't go find one that dresses like a hoe and then try to clean her up. That's not what you're getting. You're getting a guy that can only score. That's it. Don't try to make him be something he's not. Right? Like, if you don't want a girl with a bunch of tattoos,
I just think he's
a bunch of tattoos. Don't try to change what he is.
Like you can't like if you look at all the guards. Let me look at this list over here, man. Because like each night, let's say to me, I think he should be a point guard. I think that's where he fits from his
said that all last year. Just play him at the point. If it's a disaster,
but
who cares?
This is what he has to guard every single night, right? Shea, Luka, Steph Curry, Jalen Brunson, Ja Morant, Trae Young,
right there.
But Gary, if you hear Gary is saying he's telling you what he is, bro. He's telling you he's a scorer.
He's definitely not a point guard.
Listen, he's not that, man. I could admire Shaq, right? I could admire Shaq and love Shaq. I'm like, yeah, I want to be like Shaq. But if I want to play in the damn NBA, I need to be a point guard at 6 foot. I need to be an actual point guard and learn how to actually distribute the basketball and make other guys better, man.
But that's just but BK, that's just what
BK. Let me make my point real quick. Go scroll back up that list, right? And I agree. Cam Thomas can't guard a single one of those players. Not a single one of them, right? But go back there. Okay. Besides Shea on that list, Luka can't guard him. Steph Curry can't guard him. Trae Young can't guard him. Jalen Brunson can't guard Cam. Right? Like I agree. There's not a guy on that list.
No, I said he cannot guard any of these guys.
No, I agree with you, but none of those guys outside of Shea and maybe Ja. None of those guys can guard Cam Thomas. Most of those guys cannot guard Cam Thomas. They can't.
Yeah, but I think they'll have a better job of guarding him than he does of guarding them.
Exactly.
That's very interesting.
Trae Young is guarding
and that's a
Thomas.
fact. Like nobody on earth can come close to stopping him.
Cam's biggest problem is he does have the mentality of a point guard. His first intention will always be to score first, and the coach who knows what he does offensively is not going to trust him to run a team as far as set plays and all that. Great thing about Tyrese Halliburton on the Pacers was you could let him be your main quarterback because he knows how to get everybody involved. He knows his team like the back of his hand. Cam's problem is he's never trusted the people around him. He's always felt like I have to be the scorer. Guys can't match me on that, and that's not but that's not the mentality you want as a lead point guard. I just see Cam as a scoring guard, and I think that was the best position Jordy found him last. You saw more efficient Cam Thomas, a better playmaking version. Cam Thomas.
Does he have to be the leader? Can he just be?
If you want $30 million a year, man, you gotta go out there and elevate the other guys around you, man.
No, the problem.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying like, does he have say if whatever contract we give him, say if it's not that, does he have to still be the leader? Because honestly, he doesn't have to be.
He just has to have a role in this team, DJ. But there's a large.
Y'all brought up.
Hold on. He has
Buddy
to
Hield having a role. Just have him have a role.
Hold on. He actually has to go out there and prove the other general managers, right? Because let's say if he takes the 2 years, $28 million.
But BK, at some point, he's gonna have to accept that he's gonna have to accept a role. He can't just come.
Right.
He can't just go his entire NBA career saying, "Oh, I have an ego." Like.
Right.
Can't do that.
Exactly. You can't. You have to back it up with what you do on the court. And my friend Ice made a great
point. He's gonna have to accept that he's gonna be like at one point, whoever we get, he's gonna have to accept to be that third or second man.
Right. And my friend Ice, as you guys know, he actually made a great suggestion about Cam Thomas' game. He says if a coach had to choose between Cam and Yegor to run the offense, he's going to choose Yegor because Yegor knows how to get people involved, and he's more of that guy to initiate and play make. Cam doesn't do that. At the end of the day, Cam is a good scorer, but you shouldn't be the main guy just because you can score well. It's what else you can do. Cam isn't tall, he isn't athletic, and he isn't a great defender. Unfortunately, those are three huge flaws that are preventing him from being a one or two guy. He could be a third guy on a team that has another number one guy, but you can't be the number one guy with those types of weaknesses, and he can't improve them just because physical structure-wise, he can't do that. So he has to accept the limited role.
I'm trying to mention Carmelo. I mean, I get what he's trying to say about Carmelo, but it's like different though because Carmelo's his skills translated into wins.
At the end of the day,
he didn't always have good teammates.
It's a prove me state we live in this basketball world, and Cam just doesn't have the resume. At the end of the day, I understand Cam fans really like him, but what is his resume? He does not have the resume of dominating wins, dominating progression, just because of how bad the system was around him. I understand all that, but Cam had to make the pieces work, and at most times he didn't want to make them work because he said, "I'm a number one guy. I can do it all." Well, you can't do it all. Clearly you can't. So he needs to choose a defined role. But this definitely, him back and forth with the organization is not making matters easier right now for his situation.
I really don't care what they do.
So, all right, let me ask the panelists over here, man. Let me show you the top 26 guards, right? And on the that Hoops Hypes actually rates as being, and Cam Thomas is not even on this list. It's even in the top 20-something, 26 guards. He's not on this list. So y'all agree with this list over here, man? You know, Anthony Edwards, Donovan Mitchell. You have Jalen Williams.
Jalen Williams is way too high.
The top five I agree with. I feel like the top five was pretty justified. Top 5, 6.
And the only problem I have with is the top 5 is probably Jalen Williams. I think he's too high.
Yeah. And even Zach LaVine,
they're just looking at it because he won the championship and he was like a contributing factor.
I know it's recency bias.
Yeah. And even Zach LaVine in the top 10, he hasn't really led any teams to winning, but his offense is what got him the contract. He has the contract, even though it's not a great contract. That's what he has with Cam Thomas.
How's Josh Hart over Austin Reeves?
Who?
They have Josh Hart over Austin Reeves.
I think it's the defense. I think Hart is a slightly better defender than Reeves. I think he's
about to say, what else does he do besides rebound?
Yeah, right. I didn't agree with Hart in the top 8. I didn't agree with that.
Thomas is not even on this list. Let me see. Is he on this list? Did I pass it? No, 16. Shaden Sharp on Portland.
He might be around top 20. If we were trying to be fair about it, I think he might be around top 20. Yeah, like he's not.
They're not. Okay, so they're looking at
Aaron Wiggins over him.
Yeah.
Aaron Wiggins played well for OKC. He had some games.
I don't think he's better than Cam.
So wait, all right. Would you rather have Alex Caruso on the team, or would you rather have Cam?
Yes, he does everything.
What am I building though?
Hell no, Alex Caruso is not.
Gary, come on, Gary. You see what he did with OKC and the Lakers. This guy plays defense. He can play.
I think it all depends.
He does everything well.
What are we building? Are we building a championship team?
Caruso.
Not as a main option, Gary, but as one of those core pieces to win a title, everybody will stand out.
Hold on. It's a championship team.
So here it is. It's me, you, DJ, and BK. And you have 2 choices to pick. We're playing 5-on-5. You can pick either Cam Thomas or Alex Caruso. Who are you taking?
Alex Caruso.
Stop it. Stop it.
He has more of a complete game. Wait. He does the things Cam can't do. Playmates. Plays defense. Come on, Gary. Who do you want? A guy that's not even...
You, Harlem, BK, you're taking Cam Thomas. I'm just going to give Cam Thomas the ball. He's going to score every time. That's why.
So I'm choosing the guy that can score over the guy who's won 2 championships? Come on, Gary, come on. I'd rather the guy with...
So I want to clarify. So you take Robert Horry with 7 championships over Charles Barkley.
I take the guy with experience who knows how to win. That's
I'm taking Barkley. I'm taking Barkley.
Yeah, because he played on 2 teams that won a championship is irrelevant. Like,
so we're choosing the guy who wants $4 million.
Barkley's a Hall of Famer, man. Cam Thomas is never going to be a Hall of Fame player, man.
But that wasn't his argument.
Wow.
His argument was he's taking the guy because John's argument was he's taking the guy because he has played on 2 teams that won a championship. What is that?
No, I'm taking what's balanced. I'm taking what's more balanced. We have a guy who can score primarily.
Alex Caruso.
But Gary,
let me ask you:
John also
Cam
said,
Thomas against you and Alex Caruso. Who's winning? Me and Cam Thomas, because Cam Thomas is
okay. So you're telling me Caruso can't lock down Cam Thomas? Come on, Gary.
No, he can't lock down Cam Thomas. Cam Thomas.
Oh my gosh! You acting like Cam Thomas hasn't been locked down before on defense.
You taking Cam Thomas?
No. I said if it's me, you, John, and BK. That's the 4.
No, that's all I want to know. If you put in the championship roster, you're taking Alex Caruso, right?
Well, that depends on the rest of the roster.
Oh no. Yes or no, Gary? If you're taking championship roster, who is it? Caruso or Thomas?
It depends on the rest of the roster.
Come on, Gary. Come on.
Like if it's like a team like Boston or Denver or something like that, you're gonna take Caruso, bro.
Yeah.
Okay, again, because look at the shooting percentage: 41% from 3.
Cam Thomas.
Yeah, was this last year or this year?
I mean, did you see how Caruso played? He even made Lou Dort look irrelevant because Caruso's playing so well.
Lou Dort was pretty much, I don't even know why he's on that team, bro.
Yeah, seriously, listen, I understand Cam Thomas can score you 30, 40 points, but he doesn't play a complete game. At least when I was Caruso, he plays his work so well.
I gotta be an efficient 30-something point.
Oh, my, you're about Lucas now in shape? Come on.
Hold on. It can't be him chucking up 25, 26 shots to score 30-something points. And I think that's what it is with Cam Thomas, too, is that he has to chuck up a lot of shots just to get that.
That's the point. If Cam was on our team, he wouldn't pass any of us the ball, Gary. He would be the only one taking the shots.
Because his usage rate's not particularly high.
Oh, man.
That could also mean touches, too.
The actual stats disagree with you. His usage rate is not all that high.
The actual stats tell us he ain't worth $40 million.
No one's giving him. Well, I mean, what stats are you looking at?
Well, Gary, would you give him $40 million?
Hold on. That's not worthy.
But he's such a great scorer, though.
Hold on.
Yeah, and I would value that at $40 million.
Oh, that DJ talk. Go ahead, DJ.
Go ahead.
No. I'm saying I agree with John that it's not just the stats. Well, it's not just about like $40 million. I mean, his stats don't tell the tale.
Exactly.
Yeah, I just don't see any. I see him in Lonnie Walker territory.
How much did he average this year? Like 23?
Yeah, about
24, 25, something like that.
That's not worthy of no 30 to 40 million.
Okay. He did it 25 games. Listen, those were good 25 games, but it wasn't a complete season.
Question out there. Did Lonnie Walker, which you keep comparing to, did he ever average 24 points a game?
Oh my gosh! Did we win that year? That Cam Thomas.
No, but it's the same thing with Lonnie.
John, it's like yes or no. Did he ever average 24 points a game?
Okay, did Cam Thomas ever lead a team to winning? Yes or no?
You can't answer any questions, John.
I'll answer for Jonathan. No, he hasn't. But the knock.
What's the most? What's the most he ever averaged in the season? I don't know.
Who you talking about? Lonnie Walker?
Lonnie Walker. Yeah. 17.
I think
17,
15. Right? No, it was like
17.
So not even close to
I think it was lower. I think it was like 15, right?
So it's not even close, not even in the same ballpark as Cam Thomas.
But Gary, he did this on a bad team. He did on a bad. He did on a bad team, though, Gary.
Like he says, I know. Like he says, and I'm doubled from tip, right? So it's hard to score 24 on a bad team. It's easy.
Yeah, hold on. But when he scored that on a good team, is the question.
Didn't they make the play-in that year when he was on the Spurs?
Oh, Lonnie, I think they did. I think they did make the play-in at one point. But that was with DeJounte Murray. Wasn't that with DeJounte Murray, though? Leading the way?
And DeMar DeRozan, I believe.
Well, again, like when you compare, it's the same thing with Lonnie Walker, right? Why they chose to give Austin Reeves a contract over.
But look at Lonnie; he's out of the league now. So
I think he's on the team. Is he on? He's on Boston.
Right,
somewhere,
no, he's not on Boston.
I think he signed overseas. I think he signed overseas recently.
I thought he made it back. Let me check. I thought he made it back.
He was with Philly. He was with Philly, but they let him go. Yeah, they let him go. Listen, at the end of the day, would Cam's average 24 points on a good team, his point level would probably go down.
Yeah, he's in Europe. He's in Europe. Yeah.
Well, he's on New York now?
I see Cam Thomas probably going the same route because if you look, the knock on Lonnie Walker was playmaking and rebound when you compare him to like all the
and he has bad knees.
Yeah, always injured, right? Injury, and you can't make it through a season. So that's the knock on Lonnie Walker, and why the Lakers chose Austin Reeves.
Cam Thomas is more in the more comparable to Bradley Beal or Buddy Hield,
Carmelo Anthony.
Right? Well, Carmelo was 6'7", right, 6'8".
I'm talking about scoring. Okay. So
the ability to score, but if Cam Thomas was 6'8" like Carmelo was, he'd be getting $30 million a year.
If he had the high factor and played some defense, he would be looking at something. He does remind me. He isn't.
The most points that Walker ever averaged in the season was 12, and that was.
I thought it was 15.
Bradley Beal, hold on. Bradley Beal gave you way more athleticism, right? Like in terms of being able to finish at the
rim.
Yeah. Like Cam Thomas doesn't really give you that. Like a lot of his shots get blocked around the rim. Like he doesn't have that physical ability to explode through. Like Donovan Mitchell can dunk on like a Brook.
So we can't use. I mean, and Garrett and Bradley Beal took his team to the playoffs, bro.
But you also got to look at their numbers. A lot of these top guys are averaging around 4 or 5 assists and rebounds. Cam's been around, I think, 2 in rebounds and assists. That needs to be a hell of a lot better because, like you said, you can't do anything on the height factor, defensively or athletically. So your rebounding and assists have to be around 4 to 5 to even want $20 million.
As a guard, though, and your assist numbers are 1 to 2 is crazy.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. Like, we can't deny those facts. People will say, "Oh, he showed little improvements." Yeah, he did, but we're talking about big improvements.
He went from 1 assist to 2.
BK, look up his assist rebounding.
He averaged 4 assists a game last year.
Cool. Cam Thomas?
Cam Thomas. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's that's just like a limited sample size. We have to see it
the whole season. Years. No, he didn't. What was this?
3.8. Yeah, he did in 31 minutes. So
3.8. I know that number.
It's not that bad.
Not that
great,
bad.
though.
Gary,
It's not
that
great,
is
though.
3.8.
Okay, what's his? 3.8 in
For a
31
guard?
minutes. What's his?
We're talking about a guard here.
He's a
though,
2
Gary.
guard. Yeah, I know. I
For a
understand.
2 guard, that's not good.
What do you? How many?
You have to at least
I
average
didn't say
like
it was
4 to
good. So
5.
that's not bad.
5 assists around
So average
for
two
what
a
he
game.
Yeah, at least
wants.
average
If he
like
plays
4 to 5.
36, if he plays 36 minutes, he averages over 4 assists a game.
Nah,
Yeah.
bro. As a guard though, that's got to be at least 4 or 5. Maybe
Right.
even
If
6.
he played 36 minutes a game, he'd average 4 assists a game. You
how many
guys are
minutes he
trying to
played
make
this
it out
year?
to be something that it's not. 31. He only played
He has
31
to
minutes a game
show
last
it.
year.
He has to show it actually for a full season. He hasn't done that yet. Like,
And
that's
how many
nothing we
games
can't
was that?
argue with.
He played. What did he play? 25 games last year.
Yeah.
Because BK
Yeah,
said that was
it was the same thing with like
Yeah,
said
Cam.
that was a limited sample size. How many games was that?
If it was like, let's say, like Cam
No,
Johnson,
he didn't play a lot.
Yeah, what he
if
played,
Cam
like 20
Johnson
games?
would have showed you like one more year with the Brooklyn Nets, like the same production that he was giving you this past season, he would have got a Mikal Bridges type haul, you know. But again, I was saying before.
Wait, who
again,
got
like
a Mikal Hall?
No, I mean Cam Johnson.
Okay, no, Cam
he
Johnson.
No,
Cam
I mean
Johnson.
he was playing really, really well this past season. I mean, he was doing like consistently, like just posting up guys, going to the rim
On a bad team. On a bad team.
I just want to be factual. Cam Thomas averaged more assists in 31 minutes this year than Mikal Bridges did with the Knicks in 37 minutes, and the Nets in 35 minutes a game.
Mikal is not a good.
It's a different offense,
you
though.
can ask BK. Mikal Bridges is probably the greatest human being that's ever walked God's earth.
Oh gosh,
Yo,
But hold on,
what?
everybody knows Mikal is not a good passer. He's not a good playmaker.
He's not a good dribbler.
He's a clearly a worse playmaker than Cam Thomas.
I mean, he's not. Hold on.
All right, what do you want him to do? Hold on, Gary. What do you want him to do
Let's be
with
real.
5
It's
seconds on the shot
around the
clock?
same, bro. It's really around the same because he's always averaging.
He was the primary ball handler with the Nets, and he averaged less assists than Cam Thomas in more minutes. He's atrocious. I don't want to keep doing this. He's absolutely atrocious at every element of basketball. Bridges is terrible.
Yet he still has more value than Cam, though, and that's sad to admit. That's sad to admit.
To a lot of teams,
Knicks, unfortunately, I'm happy they give 6 picks for him because he's not that good.
Like I told you the last time,
I guess he got gold to his
right?
memory. Does he not remember that a lot of teams called on Mikal Bridges when he was here?
No, they did. That's what I'm trying to say. I didn't even like Mikal Bridges, but he did have a market. Cam doesn't even have a market.
Was offering like 3 first-round picks for him.
Yeah.
5. It was actually 4. It was actually 4. It was 4.
And you can have them. And I want to put this. This is how.
But that's how much defense. And that's how much defense and mid-range is valuable.
Knicks are better defensively when he's on the bench. That's just a fact. So
nobody's denying he had a bad year.
But he's never had a good season.
That's not true. That's not factual.
It is true.
So all them years in Phoenix was bad. Hold on, BK. So all them years in Phoenix was bad, and then his first year with Brooklyn was bad.
He's playing a small role on a good team, right? I mean, he's
exactly my order. So he was playing a small role with the Knicks. So what is your point?
He's playing 37 minutes a game.
That's a small role.
He's not the primary ball handler.
Did he play the most?
He wasn't even the second option.
He might have. Did he play the most minutes in the league?
No, I don't think so.
Who played the most minutes in the league?
Oh man, was it DeMar again?
Guys in the league who played.
I don't think it was DeMar. I could have sworn it was
That was last year. My bad. That was last year.
I thought it was Ant-Man.
All right, so he's up there with Ant-Man in terms of minutes played. How is that a small role?
I know a lot of the Knicks players were up there.
No, it's the Eustace. I mean, they didn't really run a lot of action for him, man.
Mikal Bridges played the most minutes in the NBA by a wide margin. I thought so.
And the team, listen. The team went to the Eastern Conference Finals.
Yeah, that's what I want. That's what I want. So,
I thought it was Ant-Man.
Without Mikal Bridges, they lost to Indiana in 7. With Mikal Bridges and adding Karl Anthony Towns, they went from losing to Indiana in 7 to losing to Indiana in 6.
Gary, there's only one basketball. Remember, you have 24 seconds on the shot clock, right?
They added him.
Offense that Tibbs is running.
Big men in the history of basketball.
Hold on, BK. First of all, what offense? Hold on, we gotta stop with this Tibbs.
There is an offense. I mean, it's a bad offense. DJ, it's a bad offense. There is an offense, though. I mean, just pound the ball.
I mean, it's really not, though. If you look at Tibbs' whole career, he doesn't really run typically any good offense.
His offenses are atrocious, BK. They are.
Basically, was Brunson just doing
what he was running in Minnesota.
They have a pecking order, right, in terms of who they're going to run their offense to. Like Jalen Brunson's going to pound the air out of the basketball.
Just like Derrick Rose, it's not a good offense. Like it's kind of like he uses Rose, and that's why it worked in Chicago. If you don't have
it's like Houston days. It's like the Houston days with James Harden. That's what.
Exactly. Yeah, and then like you don't feel like you're part of the game. Go play with someone like that, Gary. Right? If someone's pounding the air out of the basketball. And they get doubled finally.
You know what they use Mikal Bridges like he was like Trevor Ariza from the Houston Rockets.
Yeah, exactly.
But you can watch those Pistons team, that Larry Brown.
Because you need.
He wasn't though, John. If you think about it, because
Ben Wallace could feel like he's part of the team, and then it's like, all right, don't touch the
ball. NBA J77 said if Thomas played 36 minutes, he hit. Well, we don't know if his body can even hold up.
We don't know that for a fact though. We can't.
Some guys, right? Like they could look good in limited spurts, but then when you start giving them more minutes, they start looking bad, right? Like, so we don't know.
If he could average 24, 5, and 5 in a full season,
bro, because like Jalen Green had one, he only played bad in the playoffs, bro. Are we forgetting his regular season?
If Cam could average that stat line during an actual season, it changes the whole conversation. It really does.
Yeah, and you got, I mean, everybody around Jalen Green couldn't shoot, man. Like they couldn't hit no threes.
Y'all be expecting like young guys to go out there and ball out in their first time in the playoffs, bro.
If Cam Thomas
did anything better, if Curry would have cooked his ass, bro.
If Cam Thomas had Jalen Green's athleticism and defense, he'd be almost a semi-perfect player, man. But he just doesn't. Player
one makes a great point over here, man. Player one be coming up with the with the facts, man. I love player one.
I
mean, to be honest, yeah, it was mostly Brunson, Cat, and then OG.
So and then Brunson and Cat is a horrible defensive combination, DJ. Yeah, like, they just
boy over here, 81. He says, Gary, stop it, man. I'm
not gonna say like Mikal is not. He's valuable to like. He's just not.
Listen, as a player, Cam Thomas is better, right? It's just that Mikal Bridges has more value. He's more valuable. He plays defense. He hits open shots.
Well. No, he does not at a high rate.
Bro, you going off of one bad year, bro.
Okay, what was the bad year? His year with the Nets or his year with the Knicks?
You talking? Yeah, the Knicks.
Okay, he was good with the Nets last year.
Last year, I think he was good his first year.
They were winning games right before they started trading everyone off.
I'm talking. No, his first year was good, but the very last year he was bad.
He's with the Nets for a year and a half. So he had half a
when he first got here. What year was that?
That was 22-23.
That was the 27 games of Magic before he traded for 6 picks.
Yeah, he was playing really good. He played really good.
Who would have thought 27 games would have made him a legend to get traded for all those picks? Like, that was really, like, Gary does make that right point. Before that, Mikal was okay, but he wasn't good. And then he came to Brooklyn 27 games and he became great.
I feel like people forget what he was in Phoenix, too, though. Like, he was so valuable in Phoenix, dude.
He was like a 6th or 7th man.
All his fans, they were pissed off that he got traded, man. Like, there was a lot of people that were angry.
If you actually remember when Booker was out, him and Cam Johnson was mostly carrying that team.
And they were losing every night.
Well, yeah, because they had injuries.
I tell you this, Mikal would probably fit well with Philly if you had him between Embiid and Maxey.
Devin Booker was out, and then old man Chris Paul was out. Ayton was about to get traded.
Yeah.
You know what it is? He just don't fit with Brunson talents because they don't play no defense, and he gets cooked on defense now. It's like that's just a horrible combination all around. Like if he was on a team with
hold on, man. There was a lot of key defensive plays that Mikal Bridges actually made.
I like defensive stops. I don't think he's a bad player, bro. If I'm building a championship,
man, listen, man. Yo, Ivan, I thought you died, man, because I was wondering. I'm like,
where did that come from?
I think Mikal Bridges is extraordinary. I think he's the best.
Yo, come on, get over we're faking it.
Ivan, let me get your perspective on the topic over here in terms of like the Dennis Schroder believing Cam. Do you actually think Cam Thomas is a max player, man? Like worth $100 million?
No one thinks he's a max player.
No, some people do, Gary. Some people do, Gary.
No one maybe Crazy does.
Hold on, Jonathan. The only person that has said that is Dennis Schroder. That's it, bro.
No, I'm talking about people that we talk to, man.
Yo, so Ivan, you there, man?
Yeah, can you hear me? Oh no.
Yeah. So man, I thought you died, man. I mean, I'm like, Ivan,
bro,
I thought you died.
That tanking shit ain't for me, bro. I can't watch that shit. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. Bro, I ain't gonna lie.
What did I tell you, bro? Life is better not watching the Nets.
Yeah, bro,
I
that
don't know,
take
man.
is.
Like
You
10
see, I
people
don't
on the
care.
live. I don't know. I think that I may have to start going to the Knicks again, man. Like I don't know.
Oh,
Bro,
yo,
my thing
stop it,
is I don't
BK.
care about winning or losing. I like seeing coaches and the team try to win. Once I
All
saw
right, so
that tanking,
I never
I
got
didn't
your
like
take,
it.
Ivan. I never got your take on the Cam Thomas thing. What do you think, man? What's your whole perspective on it? Should they pay him $100 million? So he's worth $30 million a year or more
How
than that?
much? How much
Come
was?
on.
How much was Claxton contract? You
Yeah,
$25.
know.
believe it or not, I know Clarkson sucks ass, man. But
We
uh,
can't. We can't. I mean, we can't
Yo,
bring up. We can't bring Claxton's contract into it because that was in a different
facts,
market.
facts. It's all about Cam Thomas. It's
Right,
really,
right.
yeah.
No, no. I was just
That was a
saying
different
because
market, so it's a different market
yeah.
now.
yeah, for me, like Cam Thomas could be the Murray of this team, bro. I feel like he could be a second good player, bro. Second good player. I ain't gonna hold you. That's my take.
If he's a second good player, he's worth $50 million.
Yeah,
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what the second best player on a good team gets paid.
yeah.
I
Jamal
didn't
Right.
know
Murray
that.
does way
Yeah,
You
more though
tripping?
at the
Not paying
rim.
no nigga no 20,
Okay, I'm just telling
no
you what the
50
second
million.
best player on a good
Hey,
team
no
gets paid.
problem, J77.
But I don't
Yeah.
The
think I
third
don't
best
think he's
player gets
the.
$35 million, right? So where do you put him on the pecking order? If you're saying he's the fourth best player on the team, $20 million
Well, he just said
is
second.
reasonable.
Yeah,
Right, then he's
I
a $50
think.
million player. On a good team, he's a $50 million player.
No, he's not.
I don't think that. I'm just saying
All right,
that's
so
what
that listen, I'm comparing him to like all right, the whole objectivity is to actually win games, right? So
Yeah,
I look at
Scoring
all
is
of
not
these
just enough, bro.
other
You got to do
players,
more
like
than that.
all the other two guards, all the other point guards, man. And I'm like, we need those guys. Like Shea, we need a Shea Gilders type Alex. We need a Jalen Williams type of player, man. So if we don't have that, we're not winning because there's no way Cam
do
Thomas
you
matches up to
understand
any of those
how
guys.
bad this team is? This team is so bad.
Gary,
yeah.
this
Like
is a
it's
great team.
I
This
feel
is an
like hold up, BK. You're
international
not.
See,
team.
the thing is,
BK,
I'm
I feel like you're
saying
not
like,
wrong.
okay,
It's
so
just we're
prime
so far away
example. So
from it.
I understand what Gary say. So I guess I'm gonna have to put it if Cam Thomas could get that. Yeah, but you had to get a Jokic, right? Because Jokic does cover Murray weaknesses, a lot of Murray weaknesses. Cause if you really look at Murray game and Cam Thomas game, it's not that much different.
What?
I'm
No,
honestly,
Murray
No,
does a
no,
no.
no,
lot
no, no, no,
more.
no.
There's
Hold
a
on,
lot
There is
more.
not. I know y'all
hold on. I'm
wanna,
not gonna let you get away with that, man. Are you out of
bro.
your mind, Ivan?
Okay, let's go. No,
Murray
go
is
for.
hold on, hold on. Let's get this straight. Murray is clutch. Murray's offensive, in his playmaking. His playmaking is what separates him from Cam Thomas. That's number
Yeah,
one.
Mm.
his playmaking not good, bro.
Athleticism,
Yes, it
being
His
able to
is.
finish for
Hold
the
playmaking
on.
is
guys.
not
Murray, hold on.
good.
Let's not forget 2023. Murray was almost averaging the same amount of triple doubles as Jokic
yeah,
was in the
I'm a
playoffs.
big Jamal Murray guy. I'm
Yeah,
a
but
big Jamal Murray fan.
Anybody
That's a
remember
I'm
fact.
not
that?
comparing.
Hold up. That's a fact, bro. Double numbers multiple times in the playoffs in 2023, 2024, and 2025. This man was averaging like what 4, 5, 6 assists, bro.
Yeah,
Anybody remember?
I get what you're saying though, DJ. But look at his
Talking about it's
team.
not a separator. This man Cam
I mean,
Thomas
So
hold on,
averages
yo,
like
NBA
27
hold
assists,
J77, man. You think that Cam Thomas is going to become an MVP of
and
the
his
league?
rebounding numbers, bro. You think,
so
Yikes. We gotta be
and then not to
realistic
hold
mention,
here.
on, real quick,
Gotta be
y'all, real
the
quick,
realistic.
defense, bro.
real quick.
I'm
My
not gonna
thing
lie,
is,
Jamal Murray is not a great defender, but this man gives a lot more effort on
but this
defense
is
than
Jamal
Cam
Murray
Thomas
has
does,
a
hold on.
resume
If you
than
look at
Cam
hold on, real
Thomas.
quick, and I agree with y'all, right? Cam
and
Thomas got to prove.
resume.
Hold
I
on,
mean,
Let
that
him, let
Thomas
him
got to.
respond. Let him respond. Let him
Yeah,
respond.
Cam Thomas got to prove himself more, right? I agree with that.
Jokic
But
would not have a ring
If
without
you look
Murray.
at Murray, hold on. If you look at Murray game, Russell Westbrook is a better passer than Murray.
wait,
If you look
what?
at the player, Murray
What?
is her.
What? Yo,
Yes,
did you see
Murray is
Westbrook
a.
miss so many
Look at the
buckets? Wait, it was
look,
like a few
look
buckets,
at the.
Do you
man.
under
Hold on.
hold on. This is why I got him right here. Do you know the turnover ratio?
Yeah, his turnover ratio is pretty bad. But look at his assist. Look at Murray
Hold on. Do you
assists.
know the turnover ratio? Russell Westbrook is a worse passer than everybody else on that court.
Murray's not a good passer, bro. The eye,
His
like
Wait,
I'm
turnover.
telling
Hold up.
you,
How can you say he's not a good
I don't
passer if his
agree with that.
turnovers is like
I don't
1 to
agree with
2 a
that.
game?
you
It's
think
only
Murray,
1 to 2 a game, so that's
you
not
think
bad.
Murray. Hold on. Well, how many? What was Murray assists in the playoff, bro?
BK,
In the
look it up. Look
playoffs,
up Murray's
Look it up,
assist
please.
ratio. Let's see
I
the
believe it was like
facts.
5. But didn't he get
Yeah,
hurt?
Yeah, but the
that's
offense, you got Joker who's a point guard. Like, oh, come on, like
But
is
hold up. But
Tony?
Gary, this is where you can get him at though. What about the year that when Jamal Murray was out during what was it, the bubble? And
Yeah,
this man Jokic, hold up, Jamal Murray got hurt and Jokic couldn't do nothing, bro. He couldn't do nothing without Murray. And then
but
when Murray comes back, they win a championship.
yo, look at bro. Look how bad he performs, bro. Last year I got to see him play. He sucks at passing, bro. You can look
Wait,
at the you can look at the assist and all of that, bro. Once Jokic go, that team
Bro,
go
he
boo boo.
average Ivan. You're talking about something you've seen on the court probably a couple games, bro. If you watch him that whole season, he averaged like 4 or 5 assists, bro.
Bro, that's not good.
Listen,
that is good. What are you talking about? On 1 and 2 turnovers?
Bro, Russell averaged better assists than
Ivan,
that, bro.
No, he didn't. Look up the numbers.
Ivan, the
Bro, hold
Nuggets
on, let me
don't
look.
take.
Hold on, let me look at the
Ivan, the
numbers.
Nuggets don't take OKC to Game 7 without Murray.
Jonathan.
Can't just be
I want him to
joking,
look
man.
up. Hold on. I want him to look up the numbers and look up Russell Westbrook's turnovers and look up
All right, I'm about to look
Jamal
at the
Murray's
numbers
turnovers, bro.
last year. Hold on, let me look at this number this year. Give me
this man, Russ's turnovers would be crazy, bro. Be like 3-5 a game.
At the end of the day, Joker and Murray complement each other. One cannot succeed without the other. Even though they're both good offensively, they need each other just to take OKC to 7 games.
Well, you can say that about a lot of players.
No,
bro,
but
you gotta remember that when Jamal Murray be off the floor, Jokic cannot carry that team, bro. Like,
you know what's amazing about Murray? He has no all-star accolades. Yet the guy's a max player, won a championship as a second option. Like, he has a resume. Like, as much people can talk crap about Murray and say Cam slightly better than playmaking. Come on.
Like, the Murray disrespect is crazy, bro. They wouldn't
even
have won that.
So what you think about? Hold on. What you think about NBA J77? He says Cam will not be an MVP, but he has size, strength, confidence.
Wait, size, strength. What?
I'm just saying, bro. Like, that's coming off.
DJ, you reading this?
Like, Murray is not a good passer, bro. Don't get me wrong. He got a good midi,
bro.
great
Yo,
3-point
you
shooter.
keep so what is good passer? Averaging 10 assists a game.
First of all, NBA J, what size or strength does he have?
Like 2K, nigga.
He's not physically strong like that.
8 assists or something. But Russell Westbrook outdid
You said how
him,
many
bro.
assists?
Bro, 8 assists. Russell Westbrook outdid
That's not
him, bro.
possible. What do you? Not every player can do that.
Bro, I'm saying this is what I'm saying though. Russell Westbrook outbeat him, bro, in the bench, coming off the bench.
Westbrook was missing shots. Ivan, Westbrook had one game where he had to do was make a 3-point shot for them to win a game.
BK, look up Russell Westbrook's assist numbers, bro. We got
right there. He says Russ had the worst turnover rate out of all the guards with 500. Yeah. There you
exactly, bro. Thank you, NBA J77. The numbers is right there.
What y'all think about what NBA J77 said over here, man? I mean, we have our MVP in terms of
size or strength. Jay, what do you mean by size or strength? He's not a physical dude like that. What, like, you lost me there. He's got confidence.
Cam Thomas is a finesse guy. He's not really like, he's not.
I think, like I said, if you get Cam Thomas like a Jokic or something, bro, but that won't happen. He'd be all right. Or somebody good.
We just got to get one of the wings next year, Ivan. The Bonsa, Boozer, or Yasafu.
Right,
he's really good too.
Cover his weaknesses. But if you
so first of all, hold on. He's not 6'5". He's
so I got the numbers right here. Jamal Murray averaged 21 a game with 6 assists on only 2 turnovers and with 4 rebounds, almost 5 rebounds.
How many minutes he was playing, bro?
He's a second
out. Russell Westbrook barely played.
Well, he got hurt, so hold on. 30. Let me see. It says he played 67 games, but they not. Hold on, I gotta find the minutes.
I know the Cam fans really want this guy to get money, but you also gotta be realistic too, man.
I'm telling you, bro, Murray and Cam is like the same archetype when it comes.
They're not the same, though. Ivan, they're just not the same, bro.
Yes,
one has a champion. One guy's a champion.
Before we started taking,
that's good numbers. Hold on. So Jamal Murray did 21 points a game, 6 assists on just 2 turnovers with 5 rebounds and 36 minutes.
Wow.
So Ivan, Cam Thomas is not in the top 26.
And you want to know? Hold on. BK, you heard? I gave the numbers right, and he said that's. So I'm guessing that's bad assist numbers.
Yeah, bro.
Oh, the excellent assist numbers,
BK, man. Where is Kel Bridges on your list?
Oh,
yo, Ivan,
he's a small forward.
All basketball knowledge, bro.
He's a guard.
Bro, the thing is, bro, we gotta talk about the playoff numbers, bro, because he looked ass.
The playoff numbers is the exact same numbers.
What has Cam Thomas done in the playoffs? Wait, Ivan, what has Cam Thomas done in the playoffs? I've seen what Jamal Murray's done in the playoffs.
Yeah, I'm done with this Jamal Murray conversation, bro.
I can't, man. Listen, I understand people want Cam to get paid, but be realistic. If you're gonna stack him up against everybody else, look at what they've done. Tyler Hero has bigger resume than Cam Thomas.
He don't understand English, bro. Those are the exact regular season. His regular season numbers is the exact same as it was. The only thing that changed was his points.
Now, it's frustrating because I do want Cam to be on this team, but people got to be realistic about what his level skill is.
He
right
thinks
now.
Cam Thomas is going to be able to do something like that.
Bro, y'all saw what Cam Thomas did with Schroder on the court, man.
Oh man, because Dennis Schroder cost us a top playoff lottery pick, bro. Come on.
Where is Bridges on your list?
You saw my list?
No, I'm asking BK, the list, the guards. Where is Bridges?
I think BK is going.
18, 19, somewhere around there.
There's not that many like shooting guards. There's more like point guards.
Oh, is it?
Where was I here? Let me see something here. I was looking at top
because they may have Booker at shooting guard, but really he mainly plays point guard now.
Yeah, he's mainly. Yeah, they got him as point guard over here.
But we know he's a 2 guard. But
let me see.
Who was 27?
Grimes. Nah, they just showed top 26. You know, this is hoops hype.
I got Mikal probably somewhere in the 20s.
Yeah, I got like 18, 19, 20 around there. Yeah.
Malik Monk, I think he's too high.
Malik Monk's underrated on defense. That's for sure.
No, his defense is underrated. I ain't gonna lie. He's a good defender, but
yeah, Buddy Hield.
Buddy Hield may be too high too.
Bridges in here over because like
yeah, Buddy Hield is way too high.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, Buddy Hield, any Golden State Warriors fan, Buddy Hield is good. That was a good pickup for y'all. But
that was a good pickup, Buddy Hield for sure. I like
just like BK said, Buddy Hield knows how to be a role guy. I think a lot of guys in the NBA got know how to be role guys. They can't just be the number one guy.
Jimmy Butler disappointed me, bro. I ain't gonna hold you, bro.
Bro, he's old, bro. Like you expect these players to be playing.
I'm gonna give. I'm gonna give.
By the way, BK, he's not on your list. Mikal Bridges isn't on the list.
Mikal Bridges?
Well, name the guard.
On my top 25, right? Mikal Bridges is up there.
I'm saying, well, you keep citing this list as the gospel, right? This list is the gospel.
I didn't say that. I don't agree with it 1,000%. But
you quoted it like 10 times. He's not on.
Well, no. If you look at the list, hold on, Gary. If you look at the list,
neither is Mikal Bridges.
Some players are just out of the range. Like Buddy Hield shouldn't be that high. Monk shouldn't be that high.
Yeah, the list is ridiculous. Ty Jerome shouldn't be that high.
Where's Ty Jerome at?
I think he was 20.
Ty Jerome crapped out in the playoffs, man. That was a huge underwhelming.
He's good, but I don't think he's that high.
He's good. Yeah. Quentin Grimes is 25.
Losing, I ain't gonna lie. What y'all think is better, having him on the team or what's his name, Lonzo Ball? Now they got.
I don't like the Lonzo move for the Cavs. He's too injury prone. He doesn't do enough with the injury stuff he's dealt with.
Yeah, I don't know about Lonzo over there with them, bro.
I think the Cavs.
Lonzo's on the Cavs, yeah.
Yeah, they traded a coil for him. Okay. I know the Cavs are.
Christian Brown is 18 on this list.
He plays defense. That's what's got him on list is his defense.
How do they have Buddy? Hold on, go down, BK. They got Buddy Hield. How is Buddy Hield and Malik Monk over Jordan Poole?
I have Jordan Poole on this list, man. That's
true, man. I didn't know they got Jordan Poole lower than that. I think. Yeah, you're right. 26. Yeah.
Yeah. How is Buddy Hield and Malik Monk better than Jordan?
I guess the defense. It's not just one thing. It's just
Buddy Hield don't play defense.
No, but in terms of value, like how he fits on a lot of teams, like he'll fit more on teams.
Fit. Jordan Poole got a ring. Like, what are you talking
about? I agree. I'm just saying, like, you could put like
you can fit Poole on any team. The way he plays.
I think maybe they feel he's too ball centric. You know, I mean that's just I don't know.
Malik Monk one is like.
But you look at Buddy Hield. Like if you look at Buddy Hield, right, he fits on almost any team, right? Then if you look at Jordan Poole, like he kind of needs the ball in his hands to be effective. Like he doesn't know how to really play without the basketball. Like
that's not true.
Be a Malik Monk. This is how GMs perceive it, not me. I mean, you and I are in agreement.
Malik Monk. I mean, would y'all take Malik Monk?
I think I would take Cam Thomas over Malik Monk. Although it's not that big of a difference, right? And this is what I was saying. Like Jordan Clarkson, who I love, and Cam Thomas aren't going to be valued that much differently. Jordan Clarkson makes $16 million a year between the two teams.
Whose dog is that?
Thomas, he's a little younger, grossing up a little bit, $20 million a year. Like that's kind of fair for Cam Thomas.
Yeah, I gotta agree with Gary there.
What, 20 million?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't know, but I mean, at this point, yeah.
Because, like I said, you're not going to really win with him. You know, what's the whole purpose of having Cam Thomas on the team? If
I'm not saying do a max. You don't got to do a max deal.
Can you win with Jordan Clarkson?
Depends on your roster.
Right, that's what I'm saying. It's the same thing with Cam Thomas. Like, you can win with them. You can win with them playing 35 minutes a game and him being your number one option. That's for sure. But can you win with them playing 25 minutes a game off the bench and giving you buckets? I think you can.
No. You can't.
Well, Cam Thomas, you're not going to pay a bench guy 30 mil, right?
That's why I said 20.
No, I mean Cam Thomas wants 30.
Well, he ain't getting 30.
Well, he does. He's not budging.
Okay, then he's not coming back. Like this is we're not even. He's saying 40.
He's going to be a free agent for a while, then, bro.
I agree. He might as well just take the 14 because no one's giving him 40.
Nobody has money either right now.
Like 14.
Yeah, I just think even if teams had the money, right? Let's say they did, hypothetically, he's not going to. No GM is crazy enough to actually really give him that kind of money, man.
How much would you be willing to? What's the max amount that you would pay him before you say drop dead? Like what's the
$10 million a year, man?
You don't think he's worth Terrence Mann money?
10 is low.
Yeah, man. But because again,
you wouldn't give him Terrence Mann money.
How much Terrence
Mann money? How much did he get?
15.
What year?
Nah.
No, you wouldn't get. So you think Terrence Mann's that much better?
Well, I just don't see him like.
15?
I just don't see him contributing to winning, man. Playing like he's never going to make an all-star team. I just see him as a six man. I'm the one that
Mikal Bridges is never going to make an all-star team. How much should he get?
Well, again, like I said, it's not about how you and I actually see it. Hold on.
With anyone, when no one can answer
how general managers actually value him, man.
Okay, you just said he's never going to make an all-star team, so you wouldn't pay him. That's what you said. So I wanted to follow up on that. Mikal Bridges is never going to make an all-star game. How much would you?
I'm gonna throw Mikal Bridges in here, man. Like they're like two separate players.
Tricks. They aren't trapped.
If I'm building a championship team, bro,
would you pay Mikal Bridges? Here's how much I would pay Mikal Bridges. 0. Please go away. Right? How much would you pay him?
Depending on circumstance, I'll give him like maybe $20 million.
I think the contract. And Mikal Bridges actually really has is a really, really good contract, man.
Like 18, I'll do 18 to 20.
You would pay a guy who's never going to make an all-star game $35 to $50
Well, it depends. If he was on the Wizards, then no, I'm not giving him that kind of money, Gary. But like
I'm just
roster, yeah, I mean, Mikal Bridges is on a really, really good contract. He's averaging 18 points, 18 points a game.
Really good contract.
His contract, Gary, if you actually look at it, his contract is not that bad.
It's not that bad.
Egregious. It might be the worst contract in basketball.
No, it's
not. In this market, though, it's really not.
It really is, though.
If you look at all these players that's getting this bread, bro, like these players.
Who's a better basketball player, him or Herb Jones?
Who's a who?
Herb Jones or Mikal Bridges.
Herb Jones only does one thing.
Mikal Bridges is better than Herb Jones.
Yes, Herb Jones only does one thing.
Mikal Bridges does no things. Like you keep saying that. Mikal Bridges does nothing on a basketball court better than Herb Jones. Nothing. BK, you've never seen Herb Jones play basketball. Stop.
And you obviously haven't watched Mikal Bridges play basketball.
I've watched him every game the last 2 seasons.
I was merely laughing off of DJ's reaction.
2 seasons? So you're basing off this 2 seasons? You watched Mikal Bridges for 2 seasons.
So you want to go back to what year? Do you want to go back? When was
I don't want to go back to any year.
Listen.
Hold on.
He's bad.
All right. Let's do this.
BK, I don't want to go back to any year, but you're basing it off of 2 bad seasons, one of his worst seasons in his career.
So when you're paying him coming off of 2 worst seasons, now in his late 20s, you think he's going to get better?
Oh man, Gary, hold up. We've seen players get paid off of just 3 bad seasons. It just be based off a resume.
Who are you talking? What is his resume? You just said he's never had a good season.
No, I did not say that.
Yes, you did. I said, what
said he had 2 bad seasons.
I said he had 2 bad seasons.
He had 2 bad seasons. He said.
When did he have a good season? When did he have a good one?
The year before he came to the Nets.
The year before he came to the Nets. So that was 2021.
Or the same. Well, technically the same year because it was in the. I think it was.
Listen. For him to average 18 points a game, right?
I think that was his best year because he
averaged 24 points a game.
Listen to it. Let me finish. For him to actually average 18 points a game on 2 to 3 dribbles is incredibly impressive, and that's why he's actually valued.
He's a 4th option, bro. Like he's playing, like if you think about it, though, he's a 4th
$40 million.
Okay, and we've seen Tobias Harris get that kind of bread, and he was a 4th
contract. That's one of the worst contracts I'd ever seen.
Exactly. But that's my point, though, Gary. Hold on.
Come on.
For as bad as Tobias Harris, we all know what Tobias Harris is. for what he was providing, 18 points something a game, bro, as a fourth option.
You guys make it sound like that's it. Look,
that is impressive. You got Joel and Ben Simmons on your floor and Jimmy Butler.
He hit a bunch of shots. So what?
Again, he doesn't need the ball to make the again. There's 24 seconds in a shot clock, right? But let's say theoretically 19 because you got to bring the ball up to halfway. It's for him to average 18 points a game in a limited amount of touches, right? A limited amount of dribbles. It's really impressive, man. He's like really efficient at.
Are you talking about Harris? Or are you talking about Bridges now?
Tobias Harris back in his heydays.
Hold on, it's not a lot compared to Cat or Jalen Brunson.
What is Tobias Harris? This is great. Tobias Harris, when's his heyday? I want you to tell me. So I'll look up those years because I don't think he was ever good.
With the Philadelphia 76ers.
Okay. Hold on. I got it here because I know about Tobias' career. First of all them years with the Clippers, he was good. I ain't gonna lie. All
20 points a game. He was never good. 20 points a game.
20 points a game. Those was his. If you actually want to, like, hold up, Gary. If you want to speak facts, bro.
So by your argument, Cam Thomas is good.
Hold up, Gary. If you want to speak facts, bro, those was Tobias Harris's best years in the NBA. It was when he was on the Clippers.
The Clippers. Okay. I want you guys.
Like they wouldn't even have made it to the playoffs. Like probably without him.
Without Tobias Harris.
No, because what they had with Pat Beverly, who else was on that roster? That roster was terrible.
Oh, you talking about with the Clippers?
Yes. And I'll count the Philly years up until the last season he played. What season was that? Like 2023, something like that. 2024.
And he got very limited touches in those seasons. You guys are saying?
What season?
You got. When
you talking about Philly? You say he had. When he was playing with Embiid, Jimmy Butler, and Ben Simmons, yes, it wasn't that many touches.
Okay, he had a usage rate of 24 in 2019, 2020, and 2021. So he's getting a lot of touches.
That was with Jimmy Butler, right?
Usage rate of 24. Those were the highest usage rates of his entire career.
Was that with Jimmy Butler?
Yes.
And Jimmy had how much?
He's never got limited touches. He's always got plenty of touches. Always.
26 user rate.
Yo, man, player one with another excellent comment and directed at Gary, man. And this is what I'm trying to explain to you, Gary. Right? He plays his role better than Cam Thomas plays.
I ain't gonna lie. I used to dog Tobias Harris, bro.
That's an empty statement. What is his role?
I've been dogging Tobias Harris when he had on his last couple years, bro. But he's turning around.
So you asked him what his role is, and he can't answer the question. But he plays his role, but you can't tell me what it is. He plays that better than Mikal Bridges, but he doesn't know what the role is. That's extraordinary.
Space the floor out, right, and make shots. Pretty much.
He doesn't make shots.
Who? Tobias Harris?
Tobias Harris.
Yes, he does.
He doesn't make shots.
He's hitting the shots this season.
Only open shots. He's not making them at a very high rate.
All right. What year are we on now? Because this year he was hitting the shots.
Let's look up his stats, man. Let's see. Stats for Tobias.
He played pretty good this season.
If you put Cam Thomas in the corner and said sit there and only shoot open threes,
he wasn't just sitting in the corner. If you watch Detroit, he was not sitting in the corner. He'll hit a higher rate. Hold on, he was not. Go watch Detroit. He wasn't just sitting in the corner, bro.
Okay, I thought we were talking about Bridges. We're back to Harris now? Okay, we're back to Harris. Yeah, okay.
Yes, Mikal, but that's all. I agree with you on the Mikal thing. A lot of times it was like even OG was sitting in the corner, bro. And that's just how bad Tibbs is offense.
That's just the offense that Tibbs wants to actually run, man.
But Gary, he was good though. So if your job is to sit in the corner and you sit in the corners and miss three after
that's coaching.
How are you good? What is your argument? I don't even understand what your point is.
Because you're trying to change the stuff. You're trying to change it to where Mikal Bridges is supposed to go against the coach and go against the star player.
Mikal Bridges was very bad last year. As a primary option, he was
won basketball.
So
listen, they went to the Eastern Conference Finals, man. Yes, was he great a lot of times? Was he not great a lot of times? Yes, but he was good a lot of times. He wasn't consistent, but there was times in the Boston series and the actual Detroit series, he actually made a lot of key plays.
Hold on, BK, I got it right here. So, Gary, tell me, when have you ever seen a Tibbs offense where everybody is moving around on the court, bro?
His offenses are bad. and they're antiquated. They look like offenses from 2007. I'm with you, DJ. I'm with you. His offenses are not good, but you're making an argument that he's good. He's not good. He's not.
I didn't say. I think he's a decent player. I don't think he's the worst player in the league. Like
it depends. Hold on. Like I said, you're looking at it, Gary, as him.
I don't even hate on Giannis this much, bro.
He's not going to do that. He's not going to carry an offense. But on a championship team, you put Mikal Bridges in Orlando right now. I mean, he makes that team a whole lot better. You put him on Cleveland.
Yeah, he fit. I agree there. He does fit Orlando.
Who do you want to take out of Orlando's starting lineup to put Mikal Bridges in?
I would take out
Jalen Suggs. Wasn't Jalen Suggs on that team, I think?
What, you going to put him at the point guard, BK?
That's true too. Yeah. Who's at three?
He can't start.
Like Mo Wagner, right? He shoots 30-something% from three, and
the roster is what? Bain, Suggs, and Paolo, and then Franz, and then Wendell probably.
Yeah, I think it's Mo Wagner who can't really shoot that well.
What? Yes, he can.
What was this? Hold on, let me see something. I thought they were talking about that on the NBA radio.
Wait,
hold on. Let me look it up.
Mo Wagner is literally a stretch big.
Mo Wagner stats.
Mikal Bridges is not good enough. He can't start for Orlando.
Not right now. I mean, they got Bain over there.
Bridges can only play for the Knicks because he's friends with Jalen.
See, Gary. Gary. Here's the thing, though. I would say this. I would say this. I think he would play for them if it was like last year, but now they got Bain. So.
Okay, so last year he shot well from the 3-point line. So the previous years was 33%, 31, 32. That's below average. So last season, he was above NBA average, like 36%. So NBA average is 35%. But the previous years was like low 30s, 31.
If you're talking about Mo Wagner, that's good for a big man.
Yeah, it is, but not enough. Like when you go into like a 7-game series.
I'll take that over Clarkson.
That's true too. That's true. But like you're not getting consistent 3-point shots.
I don't care. Like you ain't getting nothing out of Clarkson, to be honest. Getting cardio out there. That's what he getting.
That's true. Exactly, man. Exactly. Yo, Jonathan, final thoughts. I gotta get some sleep, man.
Final thoughts.
He always want to do final thoughts when he gets cooked, don't he, Gary?
Yeah, yo, facts. Listen,
no. I said no. If you look up the stats, I mean, like in terms of like Mo Wagner was below average. This past season, he shot 36% from three, which is above average. So that's pretty good.
Yeah. Listen, final thoughts are Cam needs to take the money that was offered and let this be his prove-it season. You want to be a part of it, gotta be part of it. But we need to start developing and figuring out who are the next Brooklyn Nets. If Cam don't want to be a part of it, well, you could try this with another team or EuroLeague. You're still not getting $30 million. So I hope he chooses and listens to his new agent about the best way to move forward, which is taking the money that was offered and let's be approved. If you can actually say you're above this level and at a starter level, then prove it for a full year. And then we'll reevaluate. If not, then we just got to end this before it gets worse because we're almost at September and this drama is still going on. It should be about the rookies we drafted. Instead, I'm hearing about the Cam drama and Michael Porter Jr.'s podcast drama. I want to focus on these players that we got and try to develop them. So I hope that the unnecessary drama and the BS gets settled soon. So we can just focus on developing these rookies, man, because it's about the development this year. It's not about unnecessary stuff. And if Cam wants to be part of it, good. If not,
before we go, Jonathan, when you say develop, man, like develop what? Like developing them into all-stars or like
rotation guys. All I hope for these guys is being good rotation guys. I'm not looking at all-stars or superstars. I think Yegor has the highest ceiling, but I hope each and every one of these guys can be at least a rotation or bench guy. But if they can't, Sean Marks, bye-bye. That's all I got to say about that.
All right.
We don't even have a development system, to be honest.
That we don't, man. I was saying on the Nick Claxton video I did yesterday, like
everybody who left us pretty much developed on their new teams, bro.
Well, I mean, it's a lot of teams. It's not just the Nets, man. There's a lot of teams that's like that, man. I mean, you look at
like the Cavs turned Jared Allen into something like crazy, bro.
Yeah. He still has to be able to shoot. I don't think him and Evan Mobley could play together, man.
JP, bro, I spoke facts.
Mobley started shooting, so maybe that could work.
In the playoffs, it was bad. In the regular season, it was good. The playoffs, it was bad. But I mean, I'm not gonna, like it happens. Players.
He's what, 22?
Yeah, he'll get better. He'll get better. Yep. All right, let me wrap this up. Now check out Gary's joint, man. Nothing But Nets podcast over there, and
the biggest Mikal Bridges hater.
Exactly.
And BK,
you're a Knicks fan.
He says
you watched him play that entire season, and you think he's good at basketball. That is
listen. Nobody says that Mikal Bridges is an all-star. He's a good player on a championship team.
You just said he's a good. You just said he's a good player.
Correct? Yeah, nobody said he's an all-star. He's not garbage,
bro. If I ain't gonna lie, bro. What is BK what is Gary's standards for you to be a good NBA player, bro?
Exactly. You have to do something good on a basketball court. You have to be able to produce something.
So he's not good in the mid range.
Oh my god, I can't believe you didn't watch the Knicks. I mean, see, I think Gary just watches the Knicks.
No,
man.
BK, he said that Brunson was better than Halliburton. I'm like, Halliburton beat him, so how's he better? But it's fine, it's fine.
Nah, Halliburton was playing better than Brunson.
Facts. That's all I was saying.
Well, the whole team was pretty much.
If you ask 30 GMs, you could have one guy next. Well, not next year, because but for last year. If you went back a year ago and said you guys can have one player, Jalen Brunson or Tyrese Halliburton, who is 30 GMs taking?
Halliburton.
I wouldn't say all 30.
No, they wouldn't. Hold up, Jonathan. The reason why they choosing Brunson is because of like fame.
He's better at basketball than Jalen Brunson.
Who got to Eastern Conference Finals? Who got to the NBA Finals? Who got to the NBA Finals?
Jonathan, he said before.
Who got to the Eastern Conference Finals? Jalen Brunson did.
Who got to the NBA Finals? Gary. Who got to the NBA Finals? And here's another thing: how many big shots did Halliburton have to advance his team multiple times to the playoffs?
But hold on, I don't think he's talking about like basketball skills. I think he's talking about like player fame and politics and all that, bro.
Who is better at basketball?
Politics. Okay, if Gary wants to about the politics thing, okay, then he's totally got an argument there. But we're talking about actual play.
But if you're talking about who's better at basketball, who has a plethora of like.
Who's better at basketball?
Like, I ain't gonna lie.
Jalen Brunson or Tyrese. You may like Halliburton better.
Because he does more to impact his team, though, Gary. I'm not just saying because I don't know like the Knicks. It's because he does more impact his teammates.
It's easier to build around.
Brunson is an isolation player.
Hold on. If you say 30 GMs, I think it's split 15 and 15, man. Nobody.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
Oh, this is Tyrese Halliburton. There's going to be
not every GM is taking Jalen Brunson.
And last I checked, Brunson got benched. Halliburton didn't get benched. Last I checked.
I don't know what you're talking about.
They were benching Brunson multiple times in that series.
Jalen Brunson started every game.
He got benched during different points. If you actually watch their games,
you mean he came out of a game?
Yeah, part of it was foul trouble. Part of it was foul trouble. Part of it was he wasn't playing any defense. I mean, Gary, isn't basketball more than just scoring? No, wait, Gary, is basketball more than just scoring? No, you were talking bullshit about Cam Thomas because he's just a good scorer. Is basketball more than just scoring?
Me, you're the only person on the panel besides me that can answer a question. It's extraordinary.
Oh my God!
Gary's coming with the fire tonight, man.
Gary coming on fire. He's cooked bacon on the grill.
Oh, Jonathan, let him ask it. Oh, Jonathan, you keep wanting to talk over him, bro. Let him ask a question. Go ahead.
You don't answer anything. You answer anything, bro.
What question did I not answer?
Bro, you said you would choose Cam Thomas over Caruso, and we said Caruso has more resume experience.
Jonathan, what does that have to do with anything right now?
What question? Tell me the question that I didn't answer.
Oh my gosh. No, you didn't answer my question, bro.
You just want Gary to answer a question. He goes, well, Gary answered my question. Which one is it? It's like
I ain't hearing
Gary, when you don't like the answers you hear, you get so self-defensive, bro. Just chill, all right?
I asked you, what is your argument? And then you said that Jalen Brunson got benched. Okay, what's your argument?
Because you're saying he's better than Halliburton. Halliburton didn't get benched. He actually led his team to NBA Finals.
Are you talking about impact, then you mean?
I don't know. Who's better at basketball, Jalen Brunson or Tyrese Halliburton? The answer is clearly Jalen Brunson.
Okay, and why did he make the NBA Finals if he's so much better?
Because
that's a team thing. I mean,
exactly. It's a team sport. It's a team sport, and Halliburton is a better team star than Brunson is. Thank you, BKNY. Oops. And that's how you get cooked.
I got it right here.
Why did he make the NBA? I'm like, this is like talking. This is
no. It's ironic. It's ironic. Gary likes Brunson so much, but Bridges.
No, the reason why though, John, is because he had a better. He had more impact on the game.
No, you know what's so interesting? He doesn't like Mikal Bridges, right? But Mikal Bridges had more of a defensive impact on 2 plays than Brunson did the whole playoff series.
What is your point?
So exactly.
Is that Bridges is better than Brunson?
No, I'm saying you're not talking about the defense aspect of Brunson's game.
What is your argument?
The argument is you're not even talking about Brunson's lack of defense, but you criticize Bridges so much. Bridges had more impact than Brunson did.
Would get cooked by Cam Thomas. Didn't we start with the show on that?
Oh my God! Here we go. Here we go. Gary switching the argument again to prove himself on some BS.
What argument did I switch, John? What argument did I switch?
Yeah. No. You're right, Gary. Yes, Jalen Brunson's so good because he didn't make the NBA Finals. Right. Got it.
This is worse than arguing with any woman I've ever discussed anything with.
Yeah, keep mentioning women, Gary. Nobody's laughing at your joke. Stop it. Yeah. Gary has to use women to make so funny. Got it.
Let's be nice.
Yeah. Please, Gary, don't go to comedy night, please.
He has no idea what his own argument is.
Yo, oh my God, this guy's been complaining about Bridges when we're talking about Cam Thomas. Every argument we had with Cam Thomas, you brought Bridges.
Why are you bringing it Jonathan? He's not even talking about Bridges right now.
No, but that's what he did. We were talking about Cam Thomas, and the conversation shifted to Bridges. I didn't want to talk about that guy. He's not even on the team anymore.
I mean, honestly, I'm taking Tyrese Halliburton, to be honest with you. He has a better impact. So.
Thank you, DJ. Thank you. At least DJ can be honest. At least DJ can be honest. Stop it.
That's not my question. My question isn't who are you taking. My question is who's better at basketball.
We said Halliburton. That's where we're standing.
Okay.
To me, it's Halliburton. I look at
the basketball. I understand your answer. That's why I'm asking DJ.
No, I watch Halliburton. I think the playmaking, the rebound, and the defense is what really separates. I mean, only thing Brunson got over Halliburton is really the scoring.
Yeah, shot making. Yeah,
shot making.
Cam Thomas 2.0, exactly.
But you can't even hold on. You can't even really say shot making because
Brunson, excellent basketball argument.
Brunson does make tough shots. Brunson makes
tough shots, but Halliburton makes clutch shots. So which one?
That's true.
Jalen Brunson doesn't make clutch shots.
Oh
no, he does, man. I mean, I was shocked how much.
Hold up, BK. Let's be real. Brunson makes clutch shots, but let's be real. When it comes to the nitty gritty in the games, like Brunson,
can I ask you a question?
To carry you, Halliburton do that.
Exactly.
Who hit the shot that put the Knicks in the second into the second round? Who hit that shot?
Oh man.
Brunson.
Oh, okay.
All right, let me go.
No, I'm not saying that, but Halliburton has more. All I'm saying.
I'm not. I think Halliburton's an excellent player. I think he's just more. But you're saying, is he better than Brunson at basketball? No, he's not.
It was proven this year he was. It was proven this year he was.
Hold on, Jonathan. Hold on.
My God.
I want to hear his argument.
I'm going to ignore John. I'm going to have an adult conversation.
Yeah. You know, Gary, you're not being an adult because you didn't admit that Halliburton was better than Brunson. It was simple as that.
Neither does any NBA person. But I'm going to talk. I'm going to have an adult conversation with DJ.
Yeah, okay, Gary. Sure. Keep running from the smoke, Gary. Keep running from the smoke, Gary.
Extraordinary, John.
Indubitably, Gary. Indubitably, Gary. I can do fancy words too.
I gotta get up. I gotta get up in like 5.5 hours.
What is your argument, Gary, for Jalen Brunson being a better basketball player for Halliburton?
You don't got an argument.
He
can score.
The game more. He's absolutely.
Oh yeah, he can score. He can score. Just say it, Gary. He can score. He's simple.
John, stop talking.
No, you stop talking. No, you stop talking. I can say whatever I want.
You're uncivilized, John.
No, you're uncivilized. No, you're uncivilized.
Did you ask me a question or John a question?
Oh, boy, here we go.
You asked me a question. So why is John talking?
Because you didn't answer the question.
I started answering the question, and then because you're uncivilized, you started talking.
No, you say he's a better player at scoring. That's all it is. Like, you couldn't even say that right.
All right. So, like, in terms of talent, like,
okay, Gary.
Adult situations. That's the issue.
Oh,
DJ asked me a question, and for some reason,
I didn't know you two had beef like this, man. Like,
all Gary had to do was admit the obvious, but it's all right. I'm used to debating with people like this.
DJ asked me a question, right? But for some reason, John's talking. I can't figure out why.
It happens every time on the panel, bro. You're asking my questions.
I'm gonna be on tomorrow night. Well, tonight, I should say. If there's any good stories, I guess. But right now, I've been struggling to get some good stories. There's nothing really going on right now, man.
I never heard John and Gary go at each other.
I was like, "What's the beef, man?" Like,
Jonathan Kuminga was the other one. We had an argument over Jonathan Kuminga.
I debate, and that's how it is.
Share the show where you share the universe shares back with you. Peace out. Man, good show.
Hey, John, you know how to get on everybody's skin on.